What is up, Nerf Nation? I'm Naptown Nerf, and this is an unboxing and review of the NerfBattleCamo Strife. Alright, you guys, we have yet another repaint of the Strife. This is a Walmart exclusive in the United States, and this is their Battle Camo paint job, which they've done on a few blasters before this, but most of them were not very sought after blasters by the Nerf community and not really blasters that I wanted to purchase. So I'm glad they finally did a blaster that people will actually want to buy, in my opinion, and the Strife is definitely that. So they've included a few extra things with this version of the Strife. You get a 10-round banana mag over the normal 6-round mag, which is nice. The 6-round mag basically is useless, so it's nice to have a little more capacity, and the banana mag looks kind of cool. You get a foregrip from the Modulus line, and this one is blue instead of gray, and that looks pretty good, and it folds up, so that's cool. You get a barrel attachment. I love this barrel attachment. It's probably one of my favorites that Nerf has come out with. And then you get a stock that has some white paint up here, and this is from, I believe, the Recon Mark II. So pretty cool, along with some DigiCamo Elite darts. So awesome looking blaster, and I cannot wait to get this thing open. Now this one says it is an 8-in-1 blaster, so you have 8 combinations. It even shows you all those combinations on the back, but you know, that's kind of just marketing in my opinion, so nothing really exciting there, to be honest. And they have a rendering of the Strife, so let's go ahead and crack this baby open. Alright, so since you guys can see all the blaster already, I'm just going to crack it open right here, do it quick and dirty. Freed the blaster. We'll get the attachment here. And we'll leave the darts in there for now, but we will grab the instructions. It does come with instructions, so that's neat, and it does show the Battle Camo version on there, so that's pretty cool. And then of course you get your 10 DigiCamo darts there, but we'll put that down for now and put the knife away and take a look at the blaster. Alright, you guys, that is the Battle Camo Strife. And yes, this stock is a little too short. It is pretty cramped up in there, and I don't know why they keep choosing to put really short stocks on these blasters. I don't get it. I mean, even something a couple inches longer is still going to be just fine for any small adult, any small child. I think that's a little strange. And one thing I've noticed on this, they for some reason put some sort of plastic over the Strife. So we'll remove that. And now we can see the Strife logo a little bit better. So pretty cool. And yes, I know everybody wants to know, it is painted on both sides. Good job, Hasbro. That's a nice touch. Now, I think it's a must when you have these fancy paint jobs like this that you're paying extra for to paint both sides, obviously, so I'm glad they did that. It would have been extremely disappointing if they decided to only do the Battle Camo on one side of the blaster and the rest of the side was all white. I think that would have looked pretty terrible, so I'm glad they did the right thing and painted both sides. That side looks pretty darn sweet, actually, and it's a little interesting that they kept the grip white. I think gray might have looked a little better, but they did keep it white. I have a feeling that that will get dirty fairly quickly, but, you know, it looks cool right now. The front grip is, you know, not my favorite. It's not the most comfortable, and we'll see how it works when you close it up. Wow, I was wondering if it would actually work. It barely works right there with this. It is kind of interferes with the magazine well, to be honest, a little bit. It is just like, there's like no room between that. So very interesting choice on foregrip in my opinion, but it does look pretty cool. Honestly, when it's down like that, it's just not very comfortable. But, you know, this is a pretty sweet looking blaster. We'll go ahead and take all the attachments off and just look at the bare bones here real quick. That's the blaster in its bare, normal state without all those attachments. Looks pretty good, in my opinion. I think this would look sweet with some awesome resin cast parts to get rid of the orange. And yeah, that would be a pretty darn cool looking blaster. I'm glad that they are doing this with the Strife, and there may be another repaint of the Strife coming out this year too, but that is a little up in the air and we're not sure about that. So if they do come out with that, I probably will pick one up and do a review on the channel. So, you know, there's not a whole lot to say about this blaster. It is a flywheel powered blaster. If you're not familiar with the Strife, It is probably the most popular flywheel blaster Nerf has ever created. It is very simple. You have to put 4 AA batteries in there. You have a rev trigger that will rev the flywheels, and then you have the main trigger that will push the dart into the flywheels and fire the blaster. So pretty simple. Really awesome blaster. My favorite blaster that Nerf has ever made. So let's go ahead and put some batteries in this thing, take it outside, and put it on the chronograph. All right, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and put some shots over the chronograph with the Camo Strife here. Now, I'll do a couple shots with the attachments on, and then I'll take them off. We have 10 elite darts loaded up here, and then I also have some AccuFakes we'll shoot after that. So let's do it. 64, 66, 64, 66. 65, 66, 67, 66, 65, 68. We're out. Go ahead and toss in a P-mag with some AccuFakes. 54, 62, 64, 65, 66, 66, 66, 67, 66, 66, 68, 68, and that's it. So pretty consistent there, right around those middle to upper 60s, about what we normally expect out of a stock Strife. It's really weird shooting a stock Strife, I must say, but let's go ahead and check out those ranges. All right, you guys, so the shortest shots here at 30 feet, we have an AccuFake and Elite. Few sprinkled up here, but the majority here are going to be between 34 feet and about 40 feet. And we do have, you know, a good number of AccuFakes and Elite darts in that mix. So I didn't really see much range difference, honestly, between the two, which is a little weird. Should be the Elites going a little bit further, but a little less accurately. And we have a AccuFake at 43, the longest Elite just past 44. And actually the AccuFake was the longest, just past 45 feet. So pretty standard stock performance out of the Strife there. Let's go back inside and I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, you guys, so the Camo Strife is performing on par with pretty much all the other Strifes out there, and we do have quite a few Strifes out there these days. We have, obviously, the original blue Strife here. Pretty nice looking. Always do love the classic blue look. It's probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite. You have the OJ Strife, or the orange Strife here, which is a staple. Almost everybody has an orange Strife. They made these for a very long time, and this was basically the only color you could get for a very long time. So that's a cool one. And then you have the Modulus Strife, which came with a barrel and a foregrip also, but no stock on this version. This one is still for sale for $30 on Amazon, so this is still probably the cheapest way you can get a Strife right now. Unfortunately, the days of the $20 Strife are probably gone unless you can get one on sale. I was able to pick up a few of these for 15 bucks around Christmas time, but they're usually either $30 or more on Amazon because they do run out of these quite often. But it is nice that we do have another version, and there's going to be more competition. Now this one does retail for $40, so even more than the Modulus Strife, but at least this one's painted on both sides, and I do like this paint job a lot. So if you're not really wanting to paint your blaster, this might be a really cool look for you. I mean, I think this is my favorite paint scheme of them all. This is still probably not as cool as like a whiteout Strife would be, but I think those days are long gone. We're not going to see that, but I do like the Camo. I think it's pretty sweet. The blue and gray and white, I think, is very, very nice, and I think it's great to continue seeing Strifes on shelves. I was worried, I think a lot of the Nerf community was worried that we were not going to be able to get a Strife anymore there for a while. They were being cleared out of a lot of the retailers, and really the only place that had them sometimes was Amazon, and they usually had them priced pretty high. So it's nice that Walmart is continuing on with the Strife. Unfortunately, they're just more expensive now. But at least they look cool. You get a lot of attachments if you like those attachments. So I guess the question is, do I think this is worth $40? And I think that all depends on if you really like this paint scheme or not. If you like this paint scheme, if you value these attachments, then I say definitely pick one up. If you don't own a Strife, then I definitely think you should pick one up at some point, either this version or the Modulus version. But if you already own a bunch of Strifes and you're just going to paint it anyways, then I probably wouldn't recommend picking this up, obviously. But I like this. I think I will probably do a sleeper mod on this at some point, so look forward to that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this look at the Camo Strife. It is awesome that they've painted both sides, and I really, really like this blaster. With that, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Please subscribe, and as always, peace out.